and welcome to Coffee and Commission, where uniform meets scrubs and opportunity meets purpose.
We're your hosts, Annie and Elsie, your local AMA recruiters here to guide you through your process. So grab your coffee and let's stir up some knowledge. One cup at a time.
All right.
That was a good clink.
I know, that was a good clink.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yes.
Last episode, we spoke about AMEN, what the difference is between enlisted and what programs are all the 6 cores that are in AMED. And for this episode, we're going to be discussing the Health Profession Scholarship Program.
I'm so excited to learn more about how students can go to medical school debt-free.
Yes.
And we will have a special guest today who is our subject matter expert on this topic. So I'm super excited to have him in.
He's really good at this, and he's helped out a lot of future soldiers, a lot of medical school students get the best opportunities there are. Okay,
Yes.
so make sure to listen up and get the most information from him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So without further ado, hello and welcome.
Hi, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. So, something really exciting that happened these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, tell me more.
Yes, our very own Karim was able to secure an on-site location at the Alvin Sherman Library that's located at NSU. So that's going to give a lot of possibilities to be able to go visit and ask more information about the health profession scholarship programs.
That will give a lot of access to all those students at NSU, to be able to go get
Yeah.
information, pick up information, if anything.
Yes, so if you're at NSU, be sure to stop our Sergeant Karim and ask him any questions that you may have. Okay? So without further ado.
Today we're going to have a special guest, Sergeant First Class Rony Karim, who is originally a combat medic, 68 Whiskey. He's been with us for a little bit over a year and a half now. And like I said, he is our subject matter expert on the HPSP process, contacting applicants, processing them and everything. So he is definitely the person to speak to about this topic.
Yes.
So we're super excited to have him today so that he can answer some questions and give you guys some information of what the scholarship is. All right, without further ado, Sergeant Karim. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello. How's it going?
Thank you for joining us today.
Appreciate you having me.
How was your Thanksgiving? How you been?
It was fantastic. I went to Key West.
Oh, fun. I haven't even been to the Keys.
I got
was
an
the weather?
Airbnb,
Nice.
was at the dock, threw out the line, hung out. It was
Okay,
good.
we're going to have to talk offline. We're going to have to talk offline.
It was
All right,
good.
that's good.
What
And
about
your
you?
daughter? Everything's good. I actually went to Annie's house for Thanksgiving. She cooked some really good food. So it was very enjoyable. Yeah, the babies are good too. So
I didn't taste it, so I don't know if it was.
well, you were invited, Sergeant Karim.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Sergeant Karim, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself, when you joined, how you got here today as a recruiter?
Of course. I joined back in 2009 as a combat medic. I actually joined out of South Florida. This is home for me. I'm blessed to be here. I've been in now 16 years and some change.
Damn.
I have a 9-year-old daughter. And it's been a blessing. All my daughter is known as the military, and it's been really good for us and our family.
That's good.
And I got to see a lot of cool places everywhere from up in Colorado, Texas, various places. I've been stationed in DC, South Korea, Hawaii.
Nice. Yeah. And then now you're back home.
Yeah. This is great. So again, super grateful, and I get to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, super excited. I'm so glad that we did get, you as part of the team because you have been an asset to us, I genuinely feel like. So
Appreciate you.
yes. So let's get right into it. Some of the
Sweet.
questions that we receive, or some people don't get this information, or medical students don't know about this information until it's too late, right? So first question, what is HPSP?
The HPSP is the Health Profession Scholarship Program. It's been a federal scholarship that's been around for decades now, right? It's helped thousands of people that are trying to go to medical school, dental school, veterinary school, optometry school, psychology school, name it.
Yeah.
And make it a reality, right? So
more attainable.
Right, make it attainable. I think it's super cool because it's something that a lot of people, they stop themselves in their own tracks because it doesn't seem attainable for whatever reasons, right? So when I actually really learned about this, it just kind of gave me a drive to actually, tell people about this because I don't know. I didn't know about this when I was young.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, of course not. Definitely
No,
never
so-
heard of it.
Yeah, it's like
Even being in the Army, I didn't know about it until
Yeah.
I came into recruiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not selling this, right? It's definitely something I believe in. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the gist, right? So it fully funds your tuition
Mhm.
for school, and it on top of that also gives you a stipend, which changes every July or so. Currently, as of 2025 July until next year July of 2026. It's $29.99.
Yeah.
So roughly about 3,000, right?
Yeah.
And now you're talking about also reimbursing for your equipment,
Or anything on
books.
your curriculum, right?
You're right. Yeah, like
Yeah.
think about what a dental student has to buy.
Exactly. All
It's a
those
lot,
little
right?
tools for your teeth. Yeah. So I do know that there is a bonus that some applicants can receive whether they're going to medical school or dental school. Do we know what that bonus is?
Yes. So $20,000
Nice.
right now. $20,000,
Yeah.
and that's super helpful. It doesn't mean you have to do a 4-year scholarship. Doesn't mean you have to do a 3-year scholarship. It just it's essentially saying if you could ask for the bonus even with a 1-year scholarship.
Okay.
The thing that the military asks is that you give 4 years back. on
Okay,
the
4
back
years
end,
back.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
So it's definitely a cool thing, especially if you're doing a 4-year scholarship.
Might as
It's a
well.
no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. Why not?
Yeah.
And it also kind of like subsets some of those costs that you incurred while you're looking for medical school, dental school. Those things
All the
are
tests they have to
expensive.
take, yeah, or the tests
Just
that,
the applications,
yeah, the
right?
applications that
Yeah.
they use, yeah,
I was
can
just
kind of
looking at a
alleviate.
slide yesterday,
Mhm.
which kind of breaks down like the medical school application process and the fees that kind of come with it. Is on average minimum. Minimum average. You're kind of looking at $4,000 just
Okay.
to go through that process
Yeah.
of finding a school, right? So
Yeah.
again, this is to just kind of take some of that stress away, because at the end of the day, we want you to succeed.
Yeah, and we don't want them to worry technically about their finances. We want them to focus on their education so that they can become the best doctors that they can be, right? So I know we covered a little bit of what the HPSP offers. Can we talk a little bit more of like education wise and going into residencies, how that or what the HPSP offers in that aspect?
Yeah. So apply for the HPSP, right? It doesn't lock you into anything. Now, and it's not telling the army that, hey, so I have to go to this medical school that's military or anything. No, it's you go apply to whatever schools you want as long as they are accredited by LCME. Get that letter of acceptance. Get your MCAT.
Right.
Get your transcripts. Bring them to us, and we can go set up from there, right?
Okay.
But I hope that answered some of it. Is
Yeah,
there
some of it.
something?
I wanted to know more a little bit of like how once the HPSP recipients, are coming to a conclusion or graduating with their doctorates, what that process looks like for them applying into residencies.
Oh, residencies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because we talked about how big this program is, how long it's been around, is very fully developed, right? You take the scholarship, you're assigned a HPSP program manager that's kind of mentoring and watching over you to make sure that everything is going smoothly. Your reimbursables are, given back to you. And they are also the ones that will be assisting with your match process towards the end of your medical school, right?
Right.
And that window is typically a little bit earlier, and you'll find out your match, you're talking about December-ish versus
March,
on the
I believe.
civilian side is the March,
Yeah.
right?
So it's just a little bit faster of a process and stuff.
Well, yeah, and it's definitely a much higher,
Guarantee.
match rate too.
Yeah.
I was looking at some data just again a couple of days ago. I'm kind of a data nerd, so I always kind of look at numbers. When you're talking about your top one pick, so let's say you want to be a radiologist, anesthesiologist, etc. There's a 85% chance that you get that number one top pick in the military. Okay. And that number is vastly greater than on the civilian side.
Like for number one, yeah.
Comparison for number one, you're looking at 50 to 55% as a match, right? So that is significant.
Yeah.
When you're talking about top three picks, we're up at 96% versus on the civilian side is 76.
Yeah.
Right?
So top three, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's more likely for them to get into the specialty that they would like once completing medical school in the Army. Just because, if I'm not mistaken, right, the residencies are only for the HPSP recipients, right? So they're
Right.
applying for these residencies, not competing with the entire United States, correct?
Right. You're just competing against your pool of people that are in that same year of medical school that have the HPSP. Right.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it kind of makes sense why, and
Yeah, that makes sense why.
pretty smart with these guys that project how many scholarships are given out each year. Those numbers are all projected out. You're talking about 4 years
From now. Yeah.
to figure out how many positions of residencies we'll have. So there's never going to be a kind of like a, I don't know what's the right word for
Shortage of residencies, maybe?
Right. There's
Yeah.
there's not going to be a situation where you will not match
Right.
into something,
Yeah.
right? So that's something to worry about. And now the other thing too is like I know when I talk to a lot of the undergrads, a lot of times they don't know what residency they want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
But
it's early.
right, it's early.
Yeah.
So just because you maybe don't care about match right now, you're gonna care about match when it comes time to actually match.
Exactly.
So do yourself a favor, pay yourself forward, and make a good decision now. I think it's a win on that side.
It is, for sure it is. So I know we talked a little bit about the MCAT scores, transcripts.
Yep.
So what would qualify someone, or what would they need to qualify to receive the HPSP?
Gotcha. Okay, administrative stuff, right? We're talking about you have to be a U.S. citizen. You need to have a 500 on your MCAT.
Okay.
With line scores of 124 or above, and that's for medical. For the other HPSP programs, 3.2 again, and then you don't really. There's no real mandatory or minimum score sets for, like, let's say you're the GRE or even the DAT.
Okay.
But that's where you have that conversation with us to kind of help you figure out, hey, how competitive are you? And we'll give you realistic expectations, right?
Right. Yeah, just because everything always changes, right? So we do want to be clear about that. Everything can always change, or they can put something into place, a policy or something. That's why it's always best to contact a recruiter so that you can get the most current information. As long as you have all this administrative documents and you want to get the process going, what does the application process look like? What does that entail?
Well, okay. If I tell you everything, it's going to sound very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Just out of just spitting it out.
Yeah.
But that's why we're here, right?
Exactly.
We're placed here strategically. We're not. A lot of times we're not out there, like traditional
recruiters
that you've seen in high school. We're placed in this position because the process can be a little complex, and we're there to kind of help direct that process, kind of let you know how it is and what to do next, right? And that's where we come in. But it's not that, especially for HPSP, it's fairly simple. You're talking about official transcripts, documents that verify that I'm speaking to the actual person that you're saying you are.
Yeah.
Right? Your test scores and letters of motivation. Well, statement of motivation, we call it, which is pretty much like a document just saying why you want to be
in the Army,
in
right?
the Army.
Yeah.
And letters of recommendations. And letters of recommendations, we're kind of flexible on as far as, where they're coming from,
right.
etc. But again, have that conversation with us.
Yeah, so we can give you the
we'll
best.
kind of get you there.
Yeah, best guidance.
Again, talking to us is no commitment.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Just getting information.
Get the information, right? Yeah.
Okay.
You're not signing anything that's gonna contractually oblige you.
Right.
To just apply.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for that. I mean, I think you really hit on pointers and stuff that you could give to the applicants or leads that are interested in getting more information. So appreciate that. So we're going to get into some myth busting. Yeah, so some things that we hear as recruiters daily, weekly, or even once in a blue moon that we are like, where did you get this information from? Like, where did this come from, Okay, so first thing that we hear, residency doesn't count in the civilian life. So the civilian sector.
Yeah. Okay, I'll touch on it. So to be board certified as whatever specialty, it's a nationally recognized board certification process in the United States.
Yeah.
So it's not just it's only good for the Army.
Yeah.
No. Matter of fact, when we're talking about board certification pass rates, we're at a 96% versus on, again, I don't, look, I get it. Not every, it's not, military is not maybe for everybody,
Yeah.
but when you compare it to the pass rates by civilian residencies, it's between 86 and 87%. So
Yeah, almost
there's even a
10%.
yeah, there's a difference, and that just speaks about the quality of our residencies.
Yeah, it does. It
Mhm.
does. Okay, next one. So Army chooses what residency you're gonna go to. They tell you you're gonna be a pediatrician.
No. Well, I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
but you get a wish, like that program manager.
Yeah.
They're guiding you through that process. They're going to give you a wish list. You are picking location and specialty,
Right.
and you're racking and stacking it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
There's not going to be even if you pick 3
Mhm.
places and you don't get those 3 places, Army's not going to force you to just take whatever they want to give
Right.
you.
Right.
You might be put in like a transitional year,
Mhm. Yeah.
and then you get
Internship
to
year.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly,
Mhm.
and then go and reapply. You can even do a rebuttal, but again, those things are slim, right? Most of the time, you're talking about people get either the top 1, top 3, or even top 5, right? But yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah. We're not
I
gonna
haven't
tell
seen
you.
it.
Yeah, I mean it's very similar to the match process is very similar to the civilian sector.
Mhm.
When it comes to like you do have to show right that you are going to excel in that profession or in that specialty. So it's the same thing in the Army. I don't. It's not any different, right? Or as far as like matching, as far as when you're
Mhm.
matching into the residency, the specialty has to also agree. They have to pick you, and you have to pick them.
Right, right. You're matching.
Yeah.
You're essentially matching,
Yeah.
right? And there's different ways to increase your chances. And again, I
Okay.
can talk about it for a long
Yeah.
time, but talk to us and we can kind of guide you through it. You're curious or you're like, I'm not sure, or this or that, just let us know.
Yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
awesome. And last myth that we hear all the time while in medical school, I'm going to have to go to drill or report to training.
No, so there are 2 sets of training you will have to accomplish at some point. They're not basic training, not boot camp, not full middle jacket, or some of those other movies you've seen with the brown hats, right? It's not that. So there are 2 specific courses. Do you want me to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, go into
Okay.
a little bit, yeah.
So the first course is direct commissioning course. It's 4 weeks long.
Yep.
Specific to AMED. So there's different DCCs, which is short for it. But for AMED, which is Army Medical Department, the direct commissioning course is 4 weeks long. It's a course that essentially teaches you the basics of what it's like to be in the military.
Yeah, that's
How
their
to-
basic training.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
How to talk to your demographic as a
Mhm.
physician that is providing care for service members.
Mhm.
It's probably good to be familiar with, your demographic, right? How to wear your uniform,
Right.
how to not stick out and
Yeah.
look kind of silly, right?
Mhm.
This is just like some of those basic things that just kind of help you make that transition a little bit easier,
Right.
so it's not as scary, right?
Yeah.
Then you got basic officer leader course, which is long for bullock. Again, the Army Medical Department's version is 4 weeks long, and that one gives you the foundation of what it's like to be a leader in the Army.
Right.
Okay, because you're a commissioned officer, you'll be coming in as
A
captain.
captain. Yeah.
There's going to be that could be sometimes intimidating to some of the younger folks that are in the military.
Mhm.
And as a captain, you are also expected to be a leader
Yeah.
from the get-go, right? With that being said, I can't tell you to be a leader without giving you a foundation of what it is to be a leader. And
Mhm.
that is why Bullock exists,
Yeah.
to kind of give you that foundation.
Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you. Well, okay, thank you, Sergeant Karim, for joining us today,
Okay.
right? We appreciate all your information and knowledge that you share with us on a daily basis. So,
Appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
thank
Yeah,
you.
you guys are awesome. I got a weird myth that I just heard.
oh, please share.
Okay, this is for people that were in the military, they got out, and now they're like, well, how does it work? Can I come and do it again? Yeah, you can come and join
Okay,
again,
yeah.
right? Second one. Okay, what if I'm getting disability pay right now?
Mhm.
I heard that if you join again, that I have to back pay all my disability pay.
Oh man.
I heard that
Yeah.
like yesterday. No, you do not back pay your disability pay, right? First, you have to be qualified medically to
Yes.
be in, right? And then two, of course, there's a process of letting the VA know that you are now back in service, right?
Mhm.
What you can't do is double dip.
Right.
But yeah.
That's something you would have to talk to that person specifically about
And then when you
their
get
situation.
out, when
Yeah.
you get out, then you can go get your VA rating reassessed again, and then go resume from there.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, like again, the whole point of this, come to us, ask us those questions. We're not judging you.
Yeah, exactly. That way we can provide like the most accurate information, or at least what we can give you, the answers that we can give you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing, Sergeant. I
Hey.
appreciate it.
All right.
All right. We'll talk soon. Okay, so that's the Health Profession Scholarship program that the Army offers, giving you a full scholarship ride, a monthly paycheck, and a lifetime of opportunity to grow as a leader and an individual.
If you want to learn more, reach out to your local AMA recruiter or reach out to us on Instagram at Army Coffee Commission. You can DM us, ask us any questions you may have, and we'll try our best to answer everything.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review, like, share on YouTube and Spotify.
And thanks for joining us on Coffee and Commission, serving knowledge one cup at a time. Bye.
Bye.